Hey there everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to get into some fab work. Hopefully we can get enough tonight for a video. If not, it'll be over the course of a couple nights. You don't care how many nights it takes me as long as the video's out there. So let me show you what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be working on. Alright, here's what we're going to be building, a couple more of these, and we're also going to build a jig based off of this part prior to welding those out. So this is a cold side intercooler pipe for an ALH TDI Jetta, my Jetta. Built this one, honestly it's probably been like 2 or 3 years since I built that. And it's kind of just laid around because I kept planning on building a jig with it and I never did, and it's just laid here. I started, you can see here's a few remnants that I started to build some extras, and once again never got back to it. So we're gonna start getting this stuff cleaned up, getting it welded together and getting some of these built. Now, first problem, number one problem, when I did this, so pie cut right here and right here, I cut wrong. So first things first, we're gonna have to cut those off and recut a piece. I think the total was 7 degrees maybe, and I ended up cutting those at 15. I think that's what happened. I think I might have it written down in my book, I don't know. But so first things first is we're gonna have to get those cut off, and then for the jig, what we're gonna do, I printed a handful of these off, once again about the same time. This one looks messed up. I'm not really sure what's going on. You can see it's all messed up on the bottom. But basically, they just snap right over, and some fit tighter than others, but they don't really need to fit that tight. So they're just snap around the pipe like that. So you just kind of slide your pipe into them, onto the fixture. They'll butt together because your angles are going to be correct when you cut them, and then you can just tack them up and then weld them out. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it and what this is going to look like. But first, let's get those cut up, I guess. Kind of been dreading doing this, but it's time we get it done. Let's get to it and get it done. All right. Alright, well, we got our new little pie cuts done and cleaned up. Got all those edges cleaned up on those pipes. What we're going to do now is I'm going to get my 2-inch 90s out, and I'm going to cut those down to the angles I need them. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that here in a minute with a fixture I 3D printed. So we'll get those out, I'll get those out, and then we will meet you over at the bandsaw. Alright, here's my little pack of goodies. So, we're not at the bandsaw yet, as you can tell, but I got some 3-inch pipe. Stainless Bros is where I get all my stainless from, you know. I think their quality and their tolerances are perfect, and I'm very happy with what I've gotten thus far. So here's my 90s. 92 per intercooler pipe. Got me some new, look at that, some new markers. New markerage. That's pretty nice. There's some good people over there for sure. But all right, so we got those. Now we're gonna get that guy right there, this guy. All right, let's go. You come here. You come with me. There we go. Right there. Now, basically, see all these slots on here for different angles, right? And this is made to the diameter of these. So you just slide them in. You put your slot there to the angle that you are wanting, and then some of them are a little tight, but that's fine. Put them in the angle that you want, and I can stand the bandsaw up and just go right down the side. And now you got your angle degree cut on your radius. So that makes it significantly nicer for me to be able to do this. Some guys I know just go and they can just go at it, but I like having this fixture here. It's a little easier, especially for me. But anyway. All right, so it's a 70-degree angle. So I put my little stopper here in at 70 degrees, set the pipe in, it's back against it, and now we'll just turn her on and let her eat. And pull her on out, and there you got her. 70 degrees on the radius. Now we'll go ahead, we'll cut the other one at 70, and then 2 at whatever the degree the other one is. Alright, so I got all those cut. On that last one, those were 60 degrees by the way. On that last one, it got a little hairy. Started getting into the fixture there, but not enough to cause any issues. So those are all cut up. Now, there's a handful of ways that we can do this. So I could tack these 3 together. That orientation is not going to change, but what I think I want to do is tack these two, and then probably these 2 together. Actually, we could tack these 3 together. So we have it in sections. We'll probably get that fixture built then at that point. Once all that's tacked, get that fixture built before we either weld out each section, which I think is what I'm gonna end up doing, or tack it all together and then weld it out. I kind of hate doing that, but so the only thing I probably have to weld all, or tack all this together before we weld it, just because that piece is so small. So, but we'll figure it out when we get there. We gotta get that fixture built first and get those tacked up. So we got a good amount of work before we even get there. So I'm gonna get to cleaning those up, and then we're gonna get to tack welding them. well, we got everything all tacked up, threw about 4 tacks on each one. All the fit up was actually very nice. I was very happy with it. Had a little gap in, I think, this one, but no big issue. Nothing we can't fix, nothing we can't weld. So I got all those tacked up, and that's probably where we're gonna call it for tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna put this with another video or not, but if not, next video will be building a fixture out of this. I do want to check it on the car first, because if I remember correctly, I think it needs shortened just a hair. I think we're hitting the back of the headlight right here. So it may need shortened just a little bit. I don't know though. I have to throw it in and check. But anyway, that's probably gonna do for this video, guys. Camera's about to die. It is cold. It's like 30 degrees in here right now, and I am not a fan of that. Even though I'm getting nice and toasty over here, no, not enough. My toes are cold. Can't weld them with the toes. Not that good. So anyway, that's gonna do it. We will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.